There is one more problem in the same question paper year 2017, which was appeared for 24 marks. You go through the problem. Question number 14, problem number 14. The same question paper 2017, two problems were there on working capital estimation only. One is for 12 marks and another was for 24 marks. Now I am going through the problem which was appeared for 24 marks in the question paper year 2017. As I said earlier, go through the particulars, note down the items in terms of assets and liabilities, and once you note down the transactions or items in terms of assets and liabilities, then go on writing in terms of assets and liabilities. ಒಮ್ಮೆ ನೀವು ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟೀಸನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೀಬೋದು. So here first one is current assets. Under current assets there is no cash. There is no cash in hand. So cash in hand ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಡೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಬರೀಬೋದು. So here I have written debtors first. Here the data is given in terms of units, like your first problem in the working capital estimation. Units wise data ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So debtors is equal to 69,000 units of production. See, I have shown very clearly as a working note, 69,000 units of production into 50%, rupees 50 is the selling price. So 50 is nothing but is the selling price per unit. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. into 80% is nothing but what? 80% of selling price is cost of sales. This 80 is nothing but ನಾವು ಏನು ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇದೆ 50, ಅದರ 80% ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 20% ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಈ 80% ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ದ ಡಿಟೈಲ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. ರಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಈಸ್ 50% ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ. Raw materials is equal to 50% of selling price plus wages is equal to 10% of selling price plus overheads is equal to 20% of selling price. So 50 plus 10 plus 20 is equal to 80% of the total selling price constitute the part of cost of sales. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಏನು ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದರ 80% ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. So remaining 20% is nothing but a profit. So I repeat, debtors is equal to 69,000 is the total units produced into selling price is 50, its 80% is the cost of sales into the debt period allowed to the customers is 3 months. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಟು debtors is 3 months ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So the amount is 6,90,000. Then second one is inventory of raw material. So raw material cost is 25 per unit. This 25 how it has come, so 50 is the selling price, 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ selling price, ಅದರ 50% raw material cost ante. So 50% of rupees 50 is nothing but 25 into 69,000 units into raw materials are in store for 2 months. So this is nothing but raw material cost. Then inventory of work in progress. As we know, there are 3 components in work in progress: material, labor, overheads. So material 100% should be considered for the valuation of work in progress. So 69,000 is the total units into 50% of selling price into materials are in work in progress is 1 month. So work in progress period is 1 month. That comes around 1,43,750. Then wages, like that only you have to calculate. 69,000 is the units of production into 10% of the selling price. So it is 10% of selling price. Work in progress is 1 month into its 50% is to be considered. This 50% is nothing but, it is generally assumption that 50% of wages and 50% of overheads are to be considered. So it comes around 14,375. Then overheads, 69,000 units of production into 20% of the selling price. Overheads is nothing but 20% of the selling price. Is given at the end of the problem. Work in progress are in store for 1 month. It's 50% to be considered. So if you make this total of 3, you will get work in progress only. More and add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ work in progress ಆಯಿತು. So inventory ಅಲ್ಲಿ first one raw material, second one work in progress. Now we have to calculate finished goods. So here finished goods are to be computed on cost of production actually, but in this problem cost of production and cost of sales is one and the same. ಇಲ್ಲಿ cost of production ಮತ್ತು cost of sales ಒಂದೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. raw material plus labor plus overhead ಇದು ಮೂರು ಸೇರಿದರೆ cost of production as well as cost of sales. So it is computed as 69,000 units of production into 80% is the cost of production. 80% of selling price is nothing but cost of production. So selling price is 50, its 80% is nothing but cost of production into finished goods are in store for 3 months is equal to 6,90,000. 80% ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನೋಡಿ. ರಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ 50%, wages 10%, overheads 20% ಅಂತೇಳಿ. So if you make this total, that is debtors, then raw material inventory, work in progress, finished goods, you will get the total gross working capital is 18,54,375. This 11,64,375 is the total amount of inventory. Now once you write down or calculate gross working capital, then calculate current liabilities, that is creditors. Creditors are to be computed on purchase of raw materials, we know that. So raw materials is nothing but 69,000 units of production into selling price is 50. Its 50% is nothing but raw material cost. So it is given like this. 69,000 is the units of production into 50% of selling price constitute the cost of raw material. Creditors ಅನ್ನು raw materials purchase ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So the credit period allowed by suppliers or creditors is 2 months. So here 2 months is given. So 69,000 into 50% of 50 into 2/12 is equal to 2,87,500. Then one more liability is there, outstanding wages. It is also computed like this. 69,000 units of production into 10% of the selling price is constitute the wages part into outstanding wages is 1/12. So to calculate creditors and outstanding wages, the total 3,16,250 is nothing but the total current liabilities from the gross working capital. If you deduct the total current liabilities, the balancing figure is net working capital. So in this problem, the important thing is that computation of debtors, creditors and finished goods. So debtors and finished goods in this problem are computed on cost of production and cost of sales. Cost of production and cost of sales are one and the same.